Hello. I'm gonna give it a second for people to log in and get on board. Buenos dias. Good afternoon. I'm a little nervous, which is weird because I'm just going live, but hello. All right. I'm gonna give it a little bit of hello, friends. Hey. Welcome to my first episode of Attunement. Getting ourselves aligned, angels. All right, first things first, I wanted to start off with deep breaths. This is the best way to start any situation is to breathe nice and deeply and remember that you have these beautiful lungs inside of your body. So, just bring in peace, bring in calm. Feeling a little nervous, I'm going to call it in especially. Ask the ancestors, light beings, angels, spirit to guide me through this today so I can say exactly what I need to share and so that we may share space together. All right. So today, I'm going to start you guys off with a poem that I wrote. I've never shared poetry with you before. I might have done some captions that have a swear way about them, but as far as actual poetry that I write, I haven't shared very much. So I thought that this would be an opportune moment to share something that I wrote just while I was thinking and spending time in this quarantine in my space. Just been thinking about a lot of different things about what this time means for me, what this time means for my loved ones, what this time means for my community and the community at large. This is affecting a lot of different people different ways, so this is my personal take. I didn't memorize it, so I'm gonna read it off my paper, but breathing through this moment, holding my breath in others, letting it out fuerte when I feel it in my shoulders, shudders of a hunger for what I was so sure was tomorrow, sprinkled with vivid visions of an ecstasy found in sorrow. We grieve for what was never ours, we grieve for what we've lost. Control, it seems, is no one's but the universal laws. We watch the politicians, the celebrities, the drug, prices and decorum for the faces and the lungs start to rise to the occasion of consumption for a cause. The necessities of life still only for your boss's boss. They deserve it and you don't. An old tale you've had choked down your neck since you were unaware and told it was a joke for you to dream. Visions filled with futures that could come to be through us, but only if we take the moment now to be the ones we've been waiting for. Let the fear they programmed in me out through the revolving door. It is not mine, not anymore. Enough. Fill the ever-present space between each of your ribs, inside the center of your chest, between the breasts, breathe in, and fill the space you laid to rest when you were given sin. As proof you should betray yourself, you are not what you've been. The most important healing comes from space made to forgive. We've become so broken that we cannot bear to live. We sacrifice, we scavenge, we survive. When will it give? I pray that coming to a halt will force us to begin, to find ourselves and guide ourselves through deep intuition, to go within, align ourselves and open up to the world of possibility. a new kind of humanity, centered in the kinder parts of what we can create and see. I see. It's beautiful out there from all the way in here. It's beautiful out there from all the way in here. It's beautiful out there from all the way in here. It could be beautiful out there from all the way in here. It was just, it was just a little piece that I wrote, and I felt inclined to share it with you. I hope that you guys liked it. And yeah, I'm gonna be I've been writing a lot, but also kind of not been. I've been, those intense like journal moments where I just go and I like write out everything that I'm feeling right now and kind of document this moment. I feel like this moment is a very intense, pivotal moment in our modern history. And so I've been trying to, make sense of it in my own way. And the best way that I make sense of things most times is via writing for me and singing and praying. So that's that. So another thing that I wanted to share with you guys today, I have some ingredients laid out. I was gonna chop them up beforehand, but then I figured, no, but then I didn't have time, honestly. So here we are. This is my kitchen, my current kitchen. I've got quite a few different things. So one of the things that I want to share with you guys today is a tea that I just take in the morning. I start my day off with a nice warm tea. It helps kind of just align everything and make sure that my systems are activated as necessary. One of the most important things that I'm focusing right now is my immunity, my immune system's health. Most of that, of course, stems from your gut health, though. I don't know if you guys know any of that stuff, but if you can, I suggest that you do your own research about all of this stuff. Again, I am who I am, and this is stuff that I've personally integrated into my routine to make sure that I'm keeping myself protected as best I can. And I think that sharing with you is just a way that we can all connect, and a way that you can kind of have these tools as well in your back pocket if you don't know where to turn to. And again, this stuff is just in addition to social distancing, self-isolating if you can, because a lot of people, again, do not have access to a home right now, or are out of a job and potentially facing the fact that they will be unhoused. So I want to very much amplify that when we speak of self-quarantining, that we highlight that it is a privilege to be able to do so. It's a privilege to have a job that you can do from home. It's a privilege to be in school. It's a privilege to have a home. So know that and keep that in mind. And also, again, all of this stuff that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, these are just things that I personally do in my time. Again, if you are sensitive to herbs, or if you have any kind of immunodeficiencies or anything of the sort, please consult your doctor before doing anything with herbs. I've found that herbs are very healing for me, and they are magic. Mama Earth is magic. So in my journey through this life, I have found these kinds of tools to help me. And I want to shout out the Hood Healer, because she's the one who created this inhalation recipe. Amani is amazing. If you do not follow, please follow the Hood Healer. She's spectacular. Just different people that I follow. Amon's Fruit and Roots, my friend Shaka Bars, he provides a service, or he has a company that sells tropical fruits, which is another thing. So I'm going to do three things today. You get a tea, an immunity boosting tea for the morning, that you can do every morning, and I guess before nighttime too, but I think it's best when you rise to have a tea first things first before you put anything else in your body. Just kind of put these things in it to start working out your systems. And then I'm also going to be doing an inhalation. So it's just like a brew, a stew, if you will, of a bunch of beautiful things for your lungs and your airways. That's to keep our respiratory systems in check and make sure that they're taken care of, and that we're giving them the love that they deserve, because that's an important part, is making sure that you're giving your body the love that it deserves right now, because your number one defense against anything, viral, the coronavirus is our current fixation as a collective, but, there are multiple pathogens and viruses running amok in this world. And so these things are just little tools that you can have to help keep you protected. Another layer of protection, because we are also what? Social distancing, washing our hands, masks if you have them. We want to keep those for the, people who are working in these hospitals. But if you must, of course, that as well. Okay, and then the third thing I'm going to be sharing is just an easy fruit smoothie that you can have in the morning. Fruits are amazing to energize your body, and they give you all the fuel you need, and they are packed with vitamins and minerals. So yeah, it's another just tool that you can have in your pocket to help you through this time and to help keep your body alimentado. Okay, so first things first, we're going to do the tea. So I like to use spring water. I have some, hold on, I have to go empty this out because I did not do that beforehand. It's from my last batch of tea. Got a ginger. All right, so that's the first one we're gonna talk about. Ginger root, spectacular for your immune system. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut off a little piece of that, and you're gonna use ginger in both the inhalation and the tea. So if you can, just kind of break off a nice chunk, and I'm gonna peel the skin off. And we're just gonna get to the root. You can also do, let me kind of angle y'all. Okay, you can also do pressed ginger. I happen to have a juicer. If you don't have a juicer, it's kind of gonna be harder for you to do, to be honest. But that's a great investment also as a juicer. You can make yourself some fresh green juice, which is also amazing to just fuel your body and give your body some vitamins and minerals that it needs. Sea moss is also an incredible tool that Earth gives us that is packed with with all of the minerals that you need for your body to be thriving at optimal level. So you can also do that. So I'm just, you guys can't see, can you? Oh, yeah, I've got a big pot in the way of that. Let me see. This is me cutting ginger. I don't know how to show you I'm cutting ginger, but just so you know, I'm cutting ginger. So I'm gonna take this piece that I had is actually just gonna be for the tea. It's about big enough for me to do that. So basically I'm just gonna put the ginger root inside of the kettle. And when I boil my water, I'm going to have the ginger root in there with the water so that it boils into the water. It's steamed ginger root. And so all of the properties just go into of the ginger are infused with the water, and that's the base for the tea. So I'm using spring water. Mountain Valley is amazing. Again, if you don't have access to this or you are trying to save money, you can use your filtered water. I personally like to use spring water because it's the best for you. And I like when I'm putting things into my body, like teas and stuff. Like for the inhalations, I'm not going to be using that. I used just filtered water. But for my teas and stuff that I drink, I like to put these things. I like to use spring water, not put these things. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so I just kind of emptied that and finish this off. That's another thing. Drink water. Drink yourself some water, man. Water is such a beautiful thing that we have at our disposal. And it's so good for you. You need a lot of it to survive because your cells need water. And spring water is the best. You can use spring water, you can use alkaline water as well, and distilled water, not so much, but I wouldn't ingest distilled water. You just use that for the inhalations and stuff if you want. Let's see. So I've got the ginger root and it's starting to go. So while that boils, I'm gonna prepare the inhalations. So lots of ingredients for the inhalations. First things first, cinnamon sticks. So I'm gonna put like 3 cinnamon sticks. I have like, this is what I'm using to make this, like a soup pot. It's best to have it like in a big pot because you're gonna be doing steaming. So basically you're gonna bring this water to a boil with all of the ingredients that I'm about to share with you. And then once it's boiling, you know, all of the things are mixing and becoming one, you're gonna stir it as well. Stir clockwise, and if you want to rid yourself of things and take things out with this steam, you stir it counterclockwise. Just a little tidbit so you can sprinkle some magic into what you're doing. So I'm going to take 3 sticks of cinnamon. We have some oregano, and you can use the actual sticks, and it's just dried herb oregano that I got from my local herb space that I really love. If you're living in Miami or anywhere around, you know, around Miami, there's this place called Tea and Sanity. Tea and Sanity. She has some really dope stuff. She's still open, but you have to order beforehand and pay beforehand, and then she brings it to your car. So there's also like all kinds of beautiful people online that sell herbs in bulk, and make sure that they're good quality herbs. Like, do not use shitty herbs. I cannot stress that enough. Make sure that wherever you are buying from, that they're organic and they're fair trade and that they're good quality, so you get the best quality for your body, you know what I mean? It's important. I'm also going to include some lemongrass. You can also put, I'm also going to put some lemongrass in my tea. And I'm just going to put a little bit of lemongrass in the tea and have that boil with the ginger root. All nice and absorbed. And I'm going to put a little bit of it, just a sprinkle, into the inhalations. Next we have star anise. Super good. And you're just going to add a few of those into the mix. They look like little stars. They're beautiful. See? So you're just gonna put a few of those. They smell so good. Yeah. Put a few of those in there. Now, we've got, there's 2 options for eucalyptus. You can use actual eucalyptus. It's the best you can do is dried out herbs for these kinds of things. So I have some of that. I'm just gonna add it to the mix. Eucalyptus is amazing for your lungs and amazing to breathe in to help kind of rid your body of mucus and to help open up your lungs, pathways, and just like easy breathing. There's also eucalyptus oil, which I love to use as well. Essential oils are the bomb. Motherfucking calm. They are so good. So I added some eucalyptus dry herb, but I'm just gonna add a couple drops of this as well. This eucalyptus oil I also love to use in a diffuser. I have like a couple diffusers. I have one in my room and I have one in my living room. And basically I'm just gonna literally add like, it's so concentrated, just add like a few drops. I like to put it into my diffuser with like lavender oil, and that should just, orange blossom is also a great antiseptic for the air. So if you put orange blossom and you put lavender and you put eucalyptus, you got something that's purifying your air and smells amazing and relaxes you all at once. Look how beautiful that is. So I've got that. I'm also gonna add some rosemary. Again, I got all of these dried herbs from Tea Insanity like just now but you can get them from anywhere. Again, Whole Foods has, Publix has, but you just, again, you wanna get really quality. I like to go to farmers markets. Those are my favorite. I actually was on my way to this place, Tea Insanity, and I passed by this place I had never been to before, and it was this farmers market run by some dope women. It's called Maria. No puedo ver because I put the note in here, but I will share that with you another time. But they're great, also in Miami. It's close to the Redlands, so. What else do we want? Oh, bay leaf. So we've got oregano, we've got eucalyptus, we've got star of anise, we've got lemongrass, we've got cinnamon sticks, okay? And I'm gonna put some bay leaves in as well. Bay leaf. Put like unas hojitas. Just add them to the mix. Like 5. This is gonna be super potent. And also you can use this mixture after you're done with your inhalations to take a nice bath. Just draw out toxins, make sure you're nice and taken care of in that department. So we're also gonna have, this is fresh mint, y'all. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. And for those asking, I'm making an inhalation mixture. And when I say inhalation mixture, maybe some of you all don't know what I'm talking about. So basically, it's like a big pot of herbs and deliciousness that you're going to allow to boil. And when it comes to a boil, the steam that comes out of this, you're gonna sit over it with un trago encima. Just get like a towel and take it and go somewhere comfortable and just kind of put it over your head. Do not burn your face. Wait until the steam is tolerable. Like, be careful. Don't, straight out of boiling, don't put that shit straight on your face. You're gonna burn yourself. Give it a moment to sit, but still have it be hot so that you can do that. And then just inhale and do inhalations. Deep, deep, deep breaths. And exhale, and deep, deep, deep breaths, and exhale, and you do that for like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, however long you feel. Sometimes I get a little bored while doing it, so just put music on or like do some other shit and you'll be fine. So I've got my tea's boiling. It's starting to boil, so I'm about to scream in a second. I'm gonna let her scream. I'm gonna wait till she's screaming, because that's when she's ready. But just keeping an update. So that's another thing that we're doing in case you're brand new here. We're making a tea. You hear her? She's starting up. She's starting to scream. Just toss it. Okay. So I'm gonna let that cool for a moment while we finish this up. So I'm just gonna put like a few branches of the mint because mint is amazing also for inhalations. I'm gonna take like the branches out. You don't have to, it really doesn't matter. All of this goodness is going into you. So, just get that done. Okay, now you're gonna chop up. So those were like all of the herb parts. Oh, no, not done. Peppermint oil. You just put mint in, but just to make it extra potent, we're gonna just add a couple drops of peppermint oil. This is also a great thing that you can, even if you have none of these other things. Oh no, there we go. If you have none of these other things, mind you, you don't have to have all of these things either. These are things that you can have in your pantry. You can just kind of look through what your family has. You don't have to go out and buy all this stuff if you cannot afford it. But most of these things are in your pantry. Ask your mama or unless, you know, there's a wide range of you. So maybe some of you don't have this in your pantry and you gotta go get it. But check first, it's important. So now is the next round. We got some limes. Oh, we got some limes. I'm gonna take like, how many? I'm gonna take like 4. I'm gonna take 4 limes. I always go with what I'm feeling. You saw me calling my ancestors at the beginning. I let them kind of guide me about like where I should be going, what I should be doing. do slices of limon. Got 4 limes. You can also use lemons. Lemons are also very antiseptic. I like to use limes because I do. I like to use limes. My grandpa always loved limes. Like he would eat them like fucking naranjas, like oranges. I mean, I never understood it. But now I understand it because that man was healthy. That's what you get. Rural Cubans got all the remedies. You don't even know it. You don't even know it growing up. You just get like a little tonic from your abuela and you're like, okay. You don't think twice about it and you don't ask her for the recipe. Ask your abuelas and abuelos about their remedies if you guys have abuelas and abuelos that are still around, please. Because I guarantee that they will tell you the same shit that I'm sharing with you right now. They probably already know how to do it. Like I say that. Okay, so I'm gonna add the limes. Here are my limes. I didn't throw away the butts either because the cascara has a lot of really great stuff in it. Cascara is skin. Sorry. I go in and out of words that people understand and words that people don't. I'm just gonna put all of that in here. And then we're gonna do some oranges as well. I have 3 oranges. I freaking love orange. I used to not love orange as much, and I don't know why I was tripping so hard, because it's like I would eat them, but I like the little cuties or the tangerines more. But the more and more I get to know the orange, man, first of all, if you get them right, when they're not sour, they're fucking delicious. Like, an orange is just delicious. And they're packed with vitamins, man. I love things that are good for me and taste delicious, because we feel like that's very rare, but it's really not that rare. Like, Mother Earth got us, this shit's candy, you know? So I'm just gonna slice up, you know what? I'm gonna slice up 2 oranges because it's pretty big oranges. ¿Qué más? Ooh. Last but not least, baby, some Florida water. Agua la Florida. This is just, you know, a little dash. Thank me later. Okay. And then we're going, so let me show you guys what's going on. This is what we got going on. We've got, so we put a lot of stuff in here, so I'm just going to review it for those of you who don't remember. We got oregano. We've got lemongrass. We've got star anise. We've got bay leaves. We've got lime, sliced up oranges. We've got peppermint oil, eucalyptus oil. And I'm going to add some sage as well. I have some sage powder. If you can have actual sage, that'd be great. Oh, how can I forget? Cinnamon sticks as well. And mint. And some mint. So I'm going to, all of my ingredients are in here now. So I'm going to bring everything to a boil. A little bit of sage powder. Edible sage. Sage has so many beautiful uses, guys. And it's great for smudging as well. But also, fun fact, you can use other things besides sage, because white sage is actually endangered. So if you have other methods of smudging, that's really great too. Smudging your air is also another way to keep it, to make sure that there's no toxins in your air, especially in your home. So I'm gonna put this to boil. I put it up on high, and I'm just gonna let it sit and kind of get to boiling. And then when it gets to boiling, I'm gonna come in and I'm personally going to be going clockwise, because I want to bring in health. I want to bring in lung health. I want to bring in abundance always. And I want to make sure that I want to bring in just health and safety for me, for my family, and for the collective. That's what, it's my own little spell right there. Ooh, ew, sorry about that. Let's see, what next? So I'm gonna let that, oh, let's go back to the tea. So we had the tea, for those of you who are just hopping in or didn't get the memo or whatever, the tea that we are making, I put some ginger root to boil with some lemongrass. That's gonna be the base of the tea. It's already hot and piping steaming. So you're gonna get a mug. This is my little cancer mug. I love this mug. So we're gonna get that. And then you're gonna, if you have access, if you do not have this yet, please put this in your pantry, oregano oil. Oregano oil is an incredible antiviral, antibacterial. It'll knock shit out of your body. It's amazing. Not FDA approved, but Mama Earth approved. So again, before using any herbs, I just want to do this because, you know, there's all those crazies out there. Just para que sepan, go and check with your doctor if you trust them before you do any of this stuff. But this stuff, personally for me, has worked. So now this I have is an oil. It's organic wild Mediterranean oil of oregano and organic cold pressed black seed oil as well. Black seed oil is also he sent me like a bunch of herbal tincture remedies like a while back, and they're still usable. That's another amazing thing about these is that like they last forever if you use them wisely. So I'm just gonna take a dropper. This has a little dropper, and I'm gonna drop like a few, like probably this whole dropper full of the oregano oil and the black seed oil. So I'm just gonna put ginger root water and lemongrass water and pour it out into here. Very, very potent. And then I'm gonna take, you know what? Don't put as much oil as I just said. Just put one dropper, you'll be fine. Then I'm gonna take some organic cinnamon. Some of that in here, and filter out the lemongrass. Don't let that shit just like stay floating in there. Take my mesh ball and do it because I don't have a strainer. I'm getting on it. I got you. I gotta go get a strainer, but you know, we make shit. We make do. I definitely put way too much oil in here. So don't follow my directions on that. No, just put a little bit of oil at the bottom. There's different tinctures. So that one is the one I'm using right now. You can also use, I have, this one is by Earth Bar. Ooh, hey there. This one's by Earth Bar, and it is called the Super Immune Booster. It has echinacea, or astragalus root. You know what? Don't use this one. I use that one, but you know, you can use different ones. It doesn't matter. But mainly, the main thing you need is oil of oregano. That shit is necessary. That shit is great. So you put that. Got all my lemongrass out of here. I'm gonna put some cinnamon, just a sprinkle of cinnamon. You don't go too crazy with the cinnamon because it like tastes really crazy. Just put like a dash of cinnamon. And then we're gonna put turmeric. I have these capsules of 100% organic turmeric with a little bit of black pepper in it. So I usually just take one of these capsules and put it in I open it up and I put it in the tea. Let me see if I can get y'all so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, coño. I'm just gonna spill the shit all over myself. See what I can do. So you can see me doing it. There you go. Okay, so I just open up the capsule, release its contents. Oh, well, try not to get the capsule inside of the tea like I just did. But yeah, just empty that shit out. And then the best part, honey. So this is raw, pure, unfiltered local honey. Get that. Make sure it's raw honey. Make sure it's unfiltered. And make sure it's local, because actually that'll also help with your allergies if you have local honey at your disposal. So I'm just gonna take, this is the best thing I've ever bought in my life for honey purposes, because you know you usually take the freaking spoon and it's a mess and everything. This shit is not a mess. It nicely just kind of gives you the perfect amount of honey every time. So I'm just gonna do 2 of these. I kind of like swirl it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna give that a little twirl. And put some honey in it. And then I need to go get a lemon. You can use lemon or lime as well. I put lemon juice or lime juice in it. It's kind of like the final little topper. Let me ver. I'm gonna do lime. Lime is a little more bitter than lemon, depending on how you prepare it, or kind of like where it's at in its maturity phase. So I'm gonna get a lemon. Again, you can use lemon or lime. Lime is probably a little more potent, but I like lemon. It's all about taste as well, you know? So I'm just gonna get half a lemon, get my citrus squeezer. If I can find it. Come on, yo. Where's my citrus squeezer? I'm gonna find this. Here she is. She's yellow too. I've been really gravitating towards yellow lately. I'm just gonna squeeze half a lemon into the tea. All right. All right. Et voila. You got yourself a little immunity tonic for the morning. And you can do this every morning. I recommend you do this every morning. And this is just another preventative measure you can take to help protect yourself and help, protect your body. However, no matter how many supplements you take, no matter how much you do, no matter how much all of this amazing stuff you put into your body, if you're not eating accordingly, I know nobody wants to hear this, and I understand that, but and mind you, I am imperfect. I am not perfect. I'm not even going to pretend that I am. But a huge part of this, doing natural remedies is making sure that you're putting what you need into your body and you're not putting toxins into your body. I think some of you know what toxins are. And if you don't, I really highly suggest that you research just kind of like ways to improve your gut health, because that all will help. That is the first defense that you have against anything. Of course, washing your hands, of course, all of these things are important as well to support you. But in order to support your body and carrying out its proper functions, you are a magical being. Human beings' bodies, regardless of what we tell ourselves about them, because, we're mostly concerned about how they look and how other people perceive them and how beautiful we are in them or not. Guilty. But these bodies are magical, bro. They're magical little sacks of meat running around and performing these incredible functions. And your immune system is actually I wash my hands before I started prepping, so don't worry. I just have fruit juices when I touch my eye. okay? No te toca la cara tampoco, please. But your body has so many beautiful defenses that it can use, and that can be of use for you if you support them properly. There's a lot of beautiful herbs, and I'm going to be sharing a lot more about herbs, and I'm going to have, today's just an intro moment, and I'm just going to, I'm sharing what I have currently accessible to me. But as the series progresses, I'm going to be having different guests on and different, people that have taught me a lot about herbs and people who have taught me a lot about natural healing from all sorts of directions. Because, there's the body, there's the mind, there's the spirit, there's all types of ways that, we can calibrate ourselves to raise our frequency and so that we can be our optimal self. And when you're your optimal self, naturally and magically, you have defenses against a lot of the things that are polluting this world. Because unfortunately, this world is disgustingly polluted by people who continue to pollute it and are even using this moment to go further into polluting it. Pa que sepan. So your first line of defense is always going to be making sure that you are your strongest. And what better way to do that than with a delicious tea in the mornings? It's my infomercial. I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's a little oily. It's a little particularly oily. Let me try this and see how it tastes, because I'm talking a lot of shit. Maybe it doesn't taste too bad. Hold on. Doesn't taste bad at all, actually. So be generous with the dropper if you feel like it. I was generous with the dropper, and I was a little skeptical about how it was going to taste, because that's, at the end of the day, yes, health and everything, but if it doesn't taste good, it's hard to swallow. And sometimes, what I figure is, if it doesn't taste that great, bitch, if you're drinking alcohol and you can take that shit like a shot, you can take that ginger shot, I promise. It's just as painful, but way better for your body. Also, a little thing, if you're feeling like a little bit of a scratchy throat, or you're feeling anything kind of like coming over you, sinus-wise, another beautiful, beautiful thing that Earth gave us is garlic. Garlic. Raw garlic clove. I have one prepared for you. Actually, I don't. I have to peel it. You have to peel it first when you do it. And this is going to sound disgusting. And most of you are going to be like, ew, Lauren, no, I can't do that. That's so bad. And also, when you try it, you're going to be like, ew, Lauren, oh my God, why did you make me do this? And it's fine. You'll be fine. I promise you'll be fine. But this shit will knock shit out your body. It'll nip shit in the ass before it gets any further than it needs to go. Because this virus does start in the throat, right? I'm also going to have someone come on here, a doctor come on here and talk a bit more in depth about this virus and just kind of make it make sense for you guys. Because we're all kind of in this very distant, disillusioned state of, we don't understand, and where did this thing come from? And it's like this invisible thing that's attacking us and killing us. And yes, it is. But it's not so scary and ununderstandable. There are a lot of comprehensive ways to understand this virus, and a lot of different ways that you can take care of yourself and take preventative measures so that you don't get affected. Or that you prevent yourself from getting affected. We still have the inhalations boiling right now. So, let's see. Oh, she's kind of like ready to stir, I think. Let me get you guys back over here. I'm gonna be drinking this tea. This shit is delicious. Dude, it just like warms your insides too. Like, it's like all of the different ingredients are like, yay, Lauren, thank you for thanking me. That's how it feels. Ooh, I got chills. I also just like love warm drinks. I don't know about you guys. I don't drink coffee. I don't have caffeine. Like when I was, younger, I barely ever drank anything. If I drank anything, it was like a Starbucks, like Frappuccino, like super healthy. But yeah, no, I've never been into like caffeine except for a café con leche. That shit I'll fuck up any day. Or cortadito. But again, that's like crack, so I tend to stay away from those things. But this is what I usually do in the mornings. I like to energize my body with like green juices and ginger, turmeric are beautiful things for you. You guys have probably had, you know, here, okay, we're getting to a hot phase. So I'm gonna lower the heat to about medium heat. And I'm going to stir clockwise. Bite in half. Look, just so you can see. You see the steam rising? It's actually not hot. I want it to boil before I do steams because I like it to boil so that you can get all of the different ingredients inside kind of like really fervently infused into the water. But this shit smells great. Smells delicious. Okay, you guys. See what I'm doing. Calling in health. Calling in abundance. Calling in ambidextrous shoddy. So yeah, I bought some fresh flowers today as well. Just getting this altar set up, making sure that I'm spiritually taken care of as well. That's important, guys. I know that you call it whatever you want. God, spirit, Allah, Yahweh. Not Buddha. Buddha's a prophet. Enlightenment, light, whatever you want to call it, get right with it. Get right with it. Connect with spirit. Connect with a higher power. Being connected with source energy is another way that you can just kind of shield yourself from a lot of different things in life. And I'm not going to say, oh, protecting yourself is just the only remedy. Nothing is the only remedy, para que sepan. Nothing is the only remedy. You have to do multiple different things to be able to make sure that your body and your spirit and your soul are aligned. Body, spirit, and mind are aligned. Those are three. All right. So this is boiling. Let's make the fruit smoothie. Let's make the smoothie. Now, I love fruit. I have loved fruit since I was little. My grandfather used to bring mangoes and pineapples and cut them fresh for us and give us, oh shit, my makeshift tripod. You want to see my makeshift tripod? This is my makeshift tripod, y'all. I have my phone montada aquí. And yeah, by the way, I'm resourceful, bitch. By the way, I'm resourceful, bitch. Anyways, on my way. So if you can see me do this. Should I have music playing? Give me notes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretending I'm a teacher right now. Not pretending, bitch. I am a teacher. This is part of myself. My mother is a teacher. I always used to play teacher as a child, so I have the qualifications. You understand? Just kidding. No, but for real, I'm just sharing. I'm just sharing things that I know with you guys because why not? You know, if we have knowledge, why don't we share it with one another? Like, if you have knowledge about how to make sure that one hoop doesn't always fall the fuck off, like just one hoop always falls the fuck off,
You have any knowledge about that? Share that shit. Don't hold that shit in. Give a bitch advice. Give a bitch advice. Oh my goodness. Oh, someone's flicking me off. You're getting blocked. Let's get you blocked, Benny. Block, 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 block. How do you block someone? Oh, goodbye. If you're gonna be rude, get the fuck out of my life. What the fuck? Anyways, we're gonna make a fruit smoothie now. So I have a NutriBullet. Best fucking investment I've ever made because a bitch has had a blender for a while. I've used different kinds of blenders. There's all kinds of blenders. I bought one that said it was spectacular. There's still fucking seeds. I hate smoothies with seeds. No puedo. It's just a fact. I mean, I love fruits with seeds inside of them. Don't get me wrong. That's the only kind of fruit we gotta be having, ladies and gentlemen and folks, is stuff with seeds. Don't eat fruits that are genetically modified. Get yourself fruits with seeds, please. Let me see where my little cup is. Oh, wait. I also just love the NutriBullet because it's so easy to use and clean. I hate to test cleaning things after. Juicer? Dude, juicers are so difficult to clean. And they're not, but like they are, you know what I mean? They're just time consuming. I don't like time consuming things. I gotta wash this a little bit. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Get to see me being domestic. Domestic Lauren. Cooking. Cleaning. That's another thing. I have to clean up this whole mess after this. You know, that's actually great because I talk to myself so much while I'm doing these things anyway, so it makes perfect sense. The inhalations are starting to boil. They're on medium heat now. I started it off on high heat and then I lowered it to medium, kind of simmering, getting all those infusions, herbal infusions. All right, got that. I like mango. I love mango. Mango is fantastic. Mango has my vitamin C and other things. I don't know off the top of my head, but they're fantastic. Mangoes are fantastic. So I'm gonna do a mango, banana, strawberry. Mango, banana, strawberry, and orange smoothie. These are tangerines, actually. 2 tangerines, 1 ripened mango. Again, all of this stuff I usually do by feeling. My ancestors are like, yep, that's good, mama. That's enough. Let's not put any more strawberries, please. Thanks. It's gonna be kind of bitter. You don't want that. Your voices. I hear. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so banana. I bought myself some little mini ones. These are so delicious. I'm gonna take like 3 of these. I love mini bananas, bro. They're so freaking sweet. Bitch, I'm putting no tequila in this. Who? Bitch, we're being healthy. Tequila? No. Oh, fuck, I broke this. I broke it. Oh, no, I compromised a banana. I'm gonna have to just eat that. What else do we need? We need almond milk. Almond milk or coconut milk? I like to use both. And right now, I think I'm gonna use coconut milk. No. I have some organic, unsweetened coconut milk. Don't use dairy, bitches. That shit gives you phlegma, and phlegma causes diseases. Look up Dr. Sebi. That's Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi. All right, so we're boiling over here, so I'm gonna turn the heat off. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna give it, ooh, we got steam, baby. We got steam. I'm gonna give it a quick little twirl around. Yes. And then I'm gonna put the top back on and just let it sit. I took the heat off. There's no more heat. It's at full capacity. And now I'm gonna chop up the stuff. Take my handy dandy knife that I've been using for the past whole time. So again, I don't like to clean. I like doing stuff, but I don't like to clean. My sister knows that very well because she's usually the one that takes over. Thank you, shout out Tay. Shout out to Tay for cleaning my dishes like a queen. Sometimes I really do have to just tap in and do it. I give myself a little slice. Bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oye, este mango está exquisito. Exquisito. Wow. New ASMR video. Lauren eats mango. Bitch. If you don't like mango, I'm sorry if you're allergic to mango, because I hear you. Like, if you can't have mango because you're allergic to it, like, I feel that on a super deep spiritual level for you. Like, I'm sorry. Pero if you voluntarily try to say you don't like this shit, but you eat chocolate, like if you eat like Hershey's bars and you don't like this shit, we need to reevaluate your palate, baby. We gotta reevaluate it, because this shit is candy. This shit is real life candy. And I like to get every single ounce of the meat off. The way that, oh, you know what? Y'all should be like tilted so you can see what I'm doing, right? I don't have the capacity to do that. Oh, you know what? Maybe if I put you over here, hold on. I'm experimenting, everyone. This is my first live. I'm just kidding. This is my first attunement live. I'm sure I'm being informative. Let's see. This clunky ass. You know what? You're still not gonna be able to see what the fuck I'm doing. So. Ahí va. Te voy a dejar aquí. Okay. How do I, what is it? Why is it saying there's things remaining? What is that? Is that a minute? What did I do? Can you say? Okay, I don't know why it has the timer up top. I hope it doesn't cut me out in a minute. I literally don't know what that's for. Pero, vamos a ver. Hopefully it doesn't kick me out. If it does, I'll just come back on because I'm just gonna finish this. This is the last thing I'm gonna do today. So, okay, so I like to, when I do mango slicing, I take it, like this is the thing, so I go like on this side, I take it off and make this, you know, like take this side off and take the other side off. And then I'm left with the seed, and then I take the meat on both sides off and I eat them. Oh, so good. All right. And then I just kind of, you know what, this might, for all intents and purposes, this particular mango might not like being cut that way. Anyways, so we're gonna put the banana. So we got 3 little bananas, little baby bananas. And then I'm going to take this tangerine. I'm actually just gonna put 1 tangerine instead of 2. And then I'm gonna take this mango. Make sure that the skin is off of it before you put it inside. I cheated, man. I really do. Thank you all for coming right back. I love you. Well, just to recap, since I wasn't able to save the original live that I was on. Thanks, Instagram. I don't know what happened. I today have made a tea for you. We did an inhalation / bath water situation, and I'll go over all of the ingredients one more time as well. And then we're making a fruit smoothie, and this is how we're gonna start our days, babies. The inhalations you can do every day, or you can do a couple times a week. You know, you can self-diagnose like what you feel like you need or what you want in particular. You've been outside and you want to just kind of clear up your airways, you can do it. If you are chilling at home and just want to make sure to keep them nice and healthy, you can do it as well. Wow, qué rico. Dice up some strawberries. I have like 6 strawberries. It's a smoothie for 1, you know, you don't have to be too crazy about proportions if you're doing a smoothie for more people, of course. Add more shit. Makes sense. Go with your gut. Follow your instinct. That is the #1 thing that is going to teach you anything about yourself, is your freaking instinct. Get in touch with that bitch. Get in touch with your intuition. Get in touch with spirit. Make sure that you are aligned and present with source being. Cannot stress that enough. Cannot stress that enough. Okay, yeah. Then I'm going to put a little bit of ice. I just get it straight from my fridge and just do that. And then I'm going to take my coconut milk. This is what we got going on right here. And I'm just going to put it up until it's like about a quarter way. It's a little too much. But just a little too much. Like that. It's pretty good. All right, so let me get the little thing. Nope. Okay, cannot find. I'm just gonna put this on. Blade. Oh, this blade needs to be cleaned. Do not use dirty blades. Don't be like me. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have washed this shit beforehand. I know y'all don't want to see me wash dishes. Yeah, I'm high-key sad. I'm high-key sad that it kicked me out, man. I really wanted to save that live. I did a pretty good job. But hopefully some of you guys screen recorded, and if you did, please share. That'd be really great. So just gonna put this shit on like so. It's plugged in, and we're just gonna. All right, and we got a delicious smoothie. glass. Damn, my bitch is unprepared and all my glasses are dirty. All of the big glasses are dirty, so fuck it. I'm just gonna put in a little glass for presentation purposes. I would be personally drinking it out of a big glass, but whatever. Pour up, bitch. I mean, if you want to spike this, I would not suggest it because we're talking about health. If you want to, feel free. Whatever, do you? All right, so just for recap purposes, today we made 3 different delicious things that can help boost your immune system and keep you healthy and do your thing. So first, here we have inhalations. So this is a steam that you would be boiling in a pot as such. I started it off on high heat and I added oregano. Star anise, orange slices, 3 oranges sliced up, actually 2 oranges sliced up, 4 limes sliced up. I added some eucalyptus, some dry herb eucalyptus, and as well as some eucalyptus oil, some peppermint oil, cinnamon sticks. I put 3 cinnamon sticks. You could put more or less, whatever you feel. Oregano. I think I already said that, but sprinkled oregano. I put some lemongrass in there. Thyme is also great to add, and mint. And ginger. No, you don't need ginger in it. That's fine. You can put ginger in it or you don't have to put ginger in it. Either way. They're both fine. And then, yes, I think that's it. That's all for that. And then basically you just put it to boil. And then when it's boiling, you just lower the heat a little bit and let it sit for a little while. And then just do your inhalations. You can take it somewhere else that you like. Put a towel over your head. Let me show you guys how to do that actually so that you know what's up. So just take a normal towel. This is my normal towel. Put that shit over your head. I know there's gonna be mad memes about this. And then you're gonna go, hold on. You're gonna take your pot. Put it here. Oh, and also also in the inhalations, I put a little dash of Florida water as well for my spiritual babies. And again, when you're stirring it, stir it a few times while you're boiling it. You stir it clockwise to invite in whatever you would like to invite in while you're doing the inhalations. For me, I would invite in health, abundance, clarity, whatever it is that you feel. And then counterclockwise if you want to rid yourself of any toxins inside your body. Whatever it is that you want to get rid of, just speak it over the water and go counterclockwise. So, inhalations. We've got some sirens in the background. Okay, so you're gonna have this in front of you. You're gonna take the top off. Look at all that yummy steam. You're gonna make sure that the steam is not so hot that it burns your face. That is super important. Let it sit for a little bit and let it cool down. You want a lot of steam, but you don't want to fucking burn your face. So be careful with that. Then what you're gonna do, you're gonna put this shit over your head. And you're gonna come inside with me. And we just hold it over. Deep breaths. Woo! Delicious. Give yourself a nice little facial, open up your pores, get your life together, honey. Delicious. I'm gonna put that away so I can do this after I'm done with the live because I'm definitely gonna be doing it. So if you can, do it for 15 to 20 minutes. That is the most effective way to do it. And then when you're done, so as not to waste what you have just made, of course it's not a waste because you did your inhalations, but add it on use. You can use it in a bath. As some bath water and have yourself a nice little spiritual yumminess bath. Let me put this back on the stove. And then last but not least, what we did today, you guys got the smoothie. Last thing we did today was our morning tonic, immunity tonic tea. Oh. That's this baby right here, which first things first, you're going to boil some ginger root, fresh ginger root, organic ginger root. Put it into a tea kettle with some spring water. I added a little bit of lemongrass to it, also great. So add some lemongrass to it, boil that until it comes to a boil. LOL, heat that until it comes to a boil. And then when the bitch starts screaming, then you take her off and you grab yourself a little tacita, a little cup, mug, whatever. And then I used, again, oregano oil or black seed oil. This is a mix of both. So I put that as my base. I put like 1.5 droppers, 1.25 droppers full of it on the base of the cup. I poured the steaming ginger lemongrass water over that. And then I added a sprinkle, like if I were to say like a teaspoon maybe of cinnamon. I don't ever go by teaspoons or measurements, so I'm sorry that I can't give you exact quantities of that kind of stuff. I literally go by what I feel. And you should too. Again, follow your intuition. Your intuition will tell you what you need and what you don't need. And again, for the inhalations and for the tea, you don't need every single ingredient. If you can get the majority, the mains, like ginger, turmeric, and cinnamon, for sure you need as part of this. And the oil of oregano. Actually, just kidding, you need everything. Do everything, get all of it. So then I added some cinnamon to it. I added some turmeric powder, which I use. I have these capsules that I got. They're 100% organic turmeric. You can just use the herb, like if you have the spice, or also turmeric root. It's turmeric root. You can use that as well. So add some of that to that. I put 1 capsule in here and I open it up into it. And I mix that all together, and then I add half of a lemon. You take half a lemon or half a lime and you squeeze that juice out up in here, and then you add raw unfiltered honey to your liking. Local honey is the best, so please do that. Yes, okay. I hope that you guys liked this and learned some stuff. Today was interactive. I'm so sad I didn't get to save the live because I had done a poem for you guys as well, for those of you who are just coming on now. Hopefully someone recorded it, and if not, it sucks to suck. I'm just kidding. No. If not, I'll figure out if I can upload myself talking and saying it to my feed, so you guys can absorb that as well. All right, sending you love and light. If you guys have any comments, suggestions, topics that you want me to cover, anything of that nature, please leave me comments on my main page or Twitter. I'm going to be going on Twitter right now to just discuss for a little while. If you guys want, you can go head over to Twitter. My @ is the same as this @ and we can have some discussions. I'm going to be answering questions for 30 minutes. Damn, I was supposed to end at the same time I started. And that didn't happen. But yeah, just head over there and I'm going to be answering some questions if you guys have any questions. I love you. Stay healthy, stay at home, stay clean. Wash your ass. I love you.